Alright, what's on the news today?
We now go to our live interview with Sovereign Citizen at a redacted location.
Not another one of these guys.
Sovereign, you were telling us about this Seatopia?
Well, I don't necessarily want to give too many of my secrets away necessarily, but word on the vine is there's this thing, okay, it happened 3 million years ago. Raven! You're safe, my friend. Yes, you're safe, my friend. Okay, word in the ether is about 3 million years ago, there used to be these underground civilizations, right? And what ended up happening is, after all, the dinosaurs did all their stomping, caused a recess in the underground ozone water layer, and then it expanded with the ice age and collapsed. And now there's these advanced civilizations that have had 3 million years in order to develop all their technologies, okay? And here's the thing, we're making them real mad. You okay there, friend? Okay, good. Okay. We're making them real mad with our underground nuclear testing. We can't be doing it because this is what's going to happen. You heard of Babylon? Well, let me tell you something. With all that nuclear radiation, we're just asking to be cooking a pressure cooker a nail.
Like that actually happened. Let's see what else is on.
Megalon. I'm telling you, it's come for us.
Cook.
It's come for us. It's
Who
down
are
here
you?
on the ground.
Hi there. Chief Executive Officer Toho, CEO.
Right now,
Toho Incorporated. We're the people that bring you your beloved.
Listen, they're coming for us. So
How'd you get in here?
That's not important. What is important is you need to write down everything that man says. It's genius.
Okay.
Write
Get
fast.
yourself some food, get yourself some shelter, and you get yourself ready. Because there's God's coming down for us, I swear. Back to you, Pat.
Welcome back to Entertainment Rebooted and another episode of Cinema Revisited. Godzilla! Where we are watching all of the classic Godzilla monster movies and we're talking about the blood, and the iconic of this classic kaiju monster film franchise. Speaking of classic kaijus, I am of course joined by the channel kaiju Pat, the overpowered.
I want to take a nap.
As do I. But before we do that, we got to talk about Godzilla versus Megalon.
Oh yeah.
We're going to do a brief plot summary, then we're going to get into the good, the bad, the ugly, the iconic, and perhaps what we would do if we had to make a film of this type for a modern audience.
Alrighty.
So, without further ado, Pat, please take us away.
We start in the year 1970 something.
It literally is 197X.
They're doing underground nuclear testing
As one does.
in the 1970s.
As one does. Yay.
Yeah, you know. So they're blowing up one in the ocean under, uninhabited island, because who cares about the ocean and uninhabited islands?
They're uninhabited already.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it go bad.
It went really, really bad, and suddenly they're starting to have tremors and earthquakes affecting the mainland.
All the way to Monster Island.
Deep in the south, Godzilla and his friends
Panic.
and walk and kind of
Fall around because the earth is collapsing.
Speaking about the earth collapsing, there's a young couple.
No, they're just friends.
They're just friends. Maybe they're brothers. Are they brothers? Because the little kid is the brother to one of them.
The youngest kid is the brother to the inventor. The other dude's just the inventor's friend.
Who's also like the Bruce Lee action driver hero guy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
He's the jock to the nerd.
He's the jock to the nerd, but they're on a romantic picnic watching the little brother paddle away in the most inefficient raft
ever. It's a big dolphin, and then it has like 4 weird paddles on the side.
And 2 littler dolphins.
But the paddles are attached to dolphins, so as they turn, the dolphins just smack the water.
No forward momentum.
Yeah, it just
It's like a little, like, he's just in
and
the
then
water.
The earthquake starts. The lake starts to drain, and he's getting pulled in. They use a rope launcher to pull him to shore. The entire lake drains
Into this, like, crevice in the earth. Yep.
Yeah.
And while they're driving home in their sick dune buggy,
Super sick.
they learn that multiple crevices have opened up throughout the earth.
Dun dun dun. They think it's a result of the nuclear testing.
Of course.
They go back to their lab home.
Lab/home/garage.
Because the
Slash
dude's
bunker.
building a robot.
And that robot has the most logical robot name I have ever heard in the history of robot names. His name?
Jet Jaguar.
That's right. He sounds like the ultimate 80s action hero. We need to make a movie where it's just like, the name's Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar. We digress.
As we do.
But they're going up, and oh no, the door's open. So they go inside.
And are ambushed by the
Right.
worst criminals who have ever existed.
But luckily, the one criminal is able to pistol.
It is like pistol whipping, but he
Yeah.
he hits him with the back of the butt
He
of the
pistol smashes the
Pistol bash.
inventor
pistol
and the
whap.
child to render them
Semi
non-moving.
just not even unconscious because they kind of come to immediately.
Yeah,
They're just kind of like, oh, I've been hit really hard and I don't want to move while they're still here. Play dead, quick.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then they leave, and then they're like, oh, I'm perfectly fine.
But the friend then takes his doom buggy and he starts chasing after their car, and he chases them for a while, and then they throw an incendiary grenade out the window to make a wall of fire.
Which
to
he can't
stop him.
drive around, so he decides they've escaped down this one road that goes one place.
With really nice fields on either side of it.
Yeah. Really nice fields that if only they had a 4-wheel drive dune buggy to go across off-road.
Yeah. But no, they escaped. Flashback to the lab. They find some sand on the ground.
But it's not just any kind of sand. It's not the sand that Anakin
red
Skywalker
sand.
hates. It's just red sand.
But luckily, the robot's not been tampered with and nothing's been stolen.
And also, luckily, they managed to get one of the buttons from one of the criminals that's the same color as the sand. Red.
Like my heart.
Well,
So,
that's
they take it
healthier
to-
than mine.
They take it to a geology lab in the Honda room. Yeah, the room's called the Honda room. And there's a montage of the inventor building stuff some more, and
They're montaging, they're doing little tests and things like that. He's like, look at this, I made Kool-Aid out of the red sand. This one's darker than this one, so this one's more important. This is the good stuff.
He finished the robot. He comes back, and the Bruce Lee action characters flipping the button. They're like, hey, that's the same color as the sand. Oh no, sorry, a retrack. You finished him, so he starts walking around. He's like, yeah, it turns out this is sand from the bottom of the ocean, or from Easter Island.
It's like under Easter Island or something. They don't really talk about, but then suddenly we get flash to a underground civilization where they're being led by the main antagonist of history, a white man with a Japanese voiceover.
A very hairy white man.
But not on his head.
True.
He is thinning, but he begins talking to the people. We here of Seatopia
Seatopia.
Seatopia
have lived peacefully
for 3 million years, but these Earth dwellers, they dropped nuclear bombs.
And they destroyed our entire northern quadrant.
No.
As such, for the peace of Seatopia, we must release Megalon.
Megalon, attack.
Rise! Attack the land dwellers!
Bring about
So then, they steal Jet Jaguar.
Well, they first they tell Megalon
To rise.
to rise, and we see Megalon as a giant cockroach beetle thing with wings.
Like a Hercules beetle with drill hands.
And wings. And he opens his wings and flies through the surface. While that's happening,
they go back to the bad guys go back to the garage after kidnapping the child that was driving around on a mini bike.
And using him to get the door open.
They then use their long-range knockout gas to knock them all unconscious.
So that they can activate
Jet Jaguar.
and use him to direct Megalon to Tokyo.
To attack the human civilization.
In Tokyo.
So, they then take the inventor and his younger brother, and they put him in a shipping container.
Just loose in a shipping container, and then they take Bruce Lee
And they
and
tie
him
a chair.
up, and they leave him there.
Yeah, with
the
one
chair.
guy to control Jet Jaguar. The other guy's driving the inventor and his brother to the crack in the lake that they saw, and he's gonna drop them in there.
And he's hired 2 drivers to do it for 100,000 yen.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Jet Jaguar leads Megalon to Tokyo.
A special announcement goes over the radio, and they're like, hey, yeah, why don't we just drop this in the dam? Because that's pretty much the same thing as dropping in the crevice in the lake, and we don't want to go there since there's a monster there. So he pulls out his knockout gun that they don't realize isn't a real gun, and they're like...
He's talking about the truck driver.
Sorry?
They've decided to drop the shipping container in the dam.
Yes, they did.
That is the reference.
But he pulls the gun. They start driving along until they distract him long enough to disarm him and then throw him out the car over a cliff. He did. At the same time, the action character friend gets told by the controller he monologues.
He monologues.
He got him monologuing.
He caught him monologuing, and he reveals all of the secrets. He lets him know we've got an advanced civilization. We've been down there for 3 million years. It's called Seatopia. It's pretty cool.
It's called Seatopia.
Seatopia. I can't even say it right because it's so secret and cool.
We're sending Megalon to attack the human civilization because they sent the nukes down there.
And we need the robot to make robot protectors for our civilization because we're having a bit of a population problem.
So the action character then somehow busts his chair against the stairs and fights the controller dude. And then he knocks him to the ground. He's like, "Where are they? Tell me where they are. Where's Harvey Dent?
Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel?"
Anyway, he eventually is just like a shipping container on a car, on a truck, and that's all the information he needs. And
he falls unconscious.
Yeah.
And the dude just leaves him there.
Because he's looking for the one truck with a cargo with a cargo container on the back of it in all of Japan.
Yeah.
There's only one.
Yep.
And he knows exactly where it's at. So
and he's leaving the bad guy there right next to the controls, completely untied up.
With a radio and a car.
Yes. And a gun.
And a gun. He leaves all that.
Yeah.
The guy comes to, the evil man comes back to, and he gets on the radio and he lets him know they know all of our secrets. Don't ask how they got it, but he's an expert interrogator.
The prisoner escaped. Land Team 1, track him. So then there's a car chase. They skirt around a bit. He goes down he goes down stairs.
He goes downstairs. He goes down like steep hills.
There's a motorcycle that joins in.
And
at one point, the motorcycle decides, you know what? I'm gonna get in front of this car and drive at him in a game of chicken. He lost.
But he survived because he flew over the...
Yeah, he jumped the car because So then Action Hero drives through a shed, which takes out the pursuing car. The motorcycle can't get around and goes into a slop bin that's like concrete, and then pulls a lever that drops the concrete mix on him.
To remind us that this is, in fact, a children's movie, despite some explicit pictures in the truck.
Yes.
Still a children's movie, though.
There's some explicit pictures in the truck. The truck drivers, after shoving the dude down the cliff that he dies, they are then pulling up to the dam bridge, and they're about to dump the container when Megalon rises over the hill and starts just smashing the hill.
Screw these rocks.
Action Hero shows up, and he's just like, "Where's the guy in brown?" They're like, "We got rid of him. Give us a ride." And he's like, "No, lower the container first." And there's not enough time, so then they steal his car.
So then he gets in the truck to try to drive away. While driving away, it knocks the cargo fully loose. So it falls, but thankfully Megalon's there
after
with his...
smashing the dam, is down in the river. As the container falls, he backhands it,
and it goes
flying it over the nearest mountaintop.
And crashing.
And busting open so that the two occupants fall out. Somehow they survived.
Literally that plot armor, though.
Yeah. They get back together, and they're like, no. That was bad.
We need to make sure that we find a way to get Godzilla here, because
if only
Megalon.
we could send Jet Jaguar to get Godzilla. And their dude's like, haha, I have
pulls
this.
out a plot device medallion.
I have this supersonic transmitter that controls Jet Jaguar.
But we have to get in front of him.
The only problem is it requires direct line of sight.
Luckily, the Defense Force, do they call it the
Japanese
Kaiju?
Defense Force.
Well, it is Japanese Defense Force, but
they don't call it the Kaiju Defense Force. I just call it that.
They had a name for it in the last one.
The Anti-Monster Defense Force.
They're there again with recycled footage.
Yep.
Tanks, lightning beams, and rockets, and a bunch of planes
artillery
that they send to their deaths.
Yes. So they start fighting Megalon.
Of course.
Pew 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 pew
And of course, like that doesn't really do much of anything.
Yeah.
But it provides enough time for
the
engineer
inventor to find the general. He's just like, I have this device that can get Jet Jaguar to call Godzilla here.
He's like, that's a great idea, son. You're approved. There's the helicopter.
Let's go.
Let's get him. And they do.
They fly up. Dude controlling Jet Jaguar is like, nah, I'm gonna crash Jet Jaguar into you. And then he's just like, Jet Jaguar, stop.
And he does.
And dude's just like, oh no, they've seized control of Jet Jaguar.
Can't be trying to override the override. We must abandon ship.
Jet Jaguar, go get Godzilla.
And Jet Jaguar's like, yes, sir.
And flies away. And then Megalon, having lost his guide, just starts smashing stuff. Just everywhere. Just smashing and like jumping around. And
he's jumping. He does like some grasshopper hops.
He does like some plies.
Yeah. He does a little this, a little that, because he's got giant arrows on his arm.
Inventor Dude, the child, and Action Hero go back to the lab to try to regain the main control. They use a model
airplane,
a model MiG.
Yep.
To attack the dude when he comes out to see what happened to the camera. They knock him down, bust in.
But the thing is that they use the model MiG in the same way that they could have used a rock. They literally just throw it at his face.
Yeah. They just fly the MiG right into his face.
Yeah, it wasn't even long range. It was literally the kid was at the bottom of the stairs. Threw the MiG, hit him in the face.
Yeah.
Could have used a rock. No, let's steal from a local business that has been evacuated because there's a giant monster.
So they go inside and they're trying to take over control, but then there's like, oh no, Megalon's coming this way. Grab that dude we knocked out. And dude they knocked out just like right at that moment just snaps to and starts fighting them. Just like, you know what? Leave him. So they run away. the dude gets out of the lab and he's like walking around just like, they got me. And then Megalon comes along, smashes a rock out of the way. That rock then smashes the Seatopia man. Seatopia. Luckily, Jet Jaguar flew all the way to Monster Island and found Godzilla and started leading him this way. And as soon as Godzilla started coming back this way, we get a cut back to Seatopia where they're just like, there's a transmission from Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter
Space 9.
Nebula 2.
Yeah. Gigan is coming. Gigan enters the chat.
And then we get, Gigan's diamond transportation method.
And a really awesome, music as well that fits the fact that it's a monster coming from space.
Yeah. And at that moment, so Gigan's flying in. Jet Jaguar comes back. And he's like, I have acquired Godzilla. He doesn't actually talk. He just gives a... we need to figure out if he found Godzilla. And then he's just like, And then he walks away and they're just like, Jet Jaguar, what are you doing? Why aren't you responding? He's like, oh no, he's become sentient.
He's become self-aware.
Jet Jaguar then walks into the middle of a field where Megalon is just kind of flailing around. And then he just grows 10 times in size.
Through the sheer power
of determination.
Gentlemen, it's the secret.
Determination can make you 10 times bigger.
Just determination. That's it. Science.
Yep.
He becomes a giant monster.
He becomes a giant robot.
Well, giant kaiju-sized robot. And begins fighting.
He begins kung fu fighting Megalon.
And he's
doing pretty well,
Megalon's butt until Gigan appears from space.
And Gigan's just like, nah, bro, that's my home dog. You don't disrespect him like that.
We're buds suddenly.
And they just kind of team up and start beating up Jet Jaguar.
And Jet Jaguar, he is taking a beating.
Yeah, he's
but thankfully, what's that I hear on the horizon? Some really poorly done trombone western music.
Godzilla rises and he's just like atomic breath at him.
Yeah, he's just like, no, that's my friend. And then he does his best, he just comes sauntering over. Yeah. And he's like, yo, bro, I'm
then Godzilla and Jet Jaguar start back-to-back fighting against Gigan and Megalon.
And
it just kind of...
It's a fight.
Yeah, it's a
kaiju's fight.
It's a kaiju robo fight.
Who'd have thought?
And then there's a moment where Jet Jaguar is down. Godzilla's the only one left standing. Gigan's flying around and he slashes Godzilla with his chainsaw chest.
Like he did in the last film, using the same exact footage.
And Godzilla's just like, so he's backing up. He's trying to get Jet Jaguar up. And
Jet Jaguar gets his butt kicked. And so he goes to pick him up and he's trying to save his friend. And meanwhile,
Megalon is firing fireballs from his mouth. They get surrounded in a ring of fire.
But they didn't fall into it, so
they did not. The flames did not get higher and higher.
But Godzilla does saunter around like Elvis Presley in the ring of fire. He really is doing this.
And they go back to back for a moment, and then Jet Jaguar is just like to Godzilla. Godzilla then piggyback rides Jet Jaguar out of the ring of fire.
And then they land and they fight. They continue to fight. Let's just say that we can just keep saying that same thing over and over and over again. Eventually, though, obviously, Godzilla and Jet Jaguar win.
Godzilla then just kind of walks away and just like, bye, Godzilla, thank you!
Which they do at the end of every film.
And then Jet Jaguar shrinks back down to human size.
And does what any good sentient robot does.
Goes back to his
gives up
creator.
Its sentience.
Yeah.
Like a good robot.
We then get one of the greatest soundtracks, theme songs ever. Man-made robot,
Oh, that's what it is.
protector of the earth, Jet Jaguar.
Punch, punch, punch.
Jet Jaguar and Godzilla, punch, punch, punch.
Jet Jaguar.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's the end of the movie.
This film is just wild, but it's like, oh my gosh. We're going to talk about it with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the iconic coming up. But before we do that, be sure to like this video, comment, let us know your thoughts about Megalon versus Godzilla, Godzilla versus Megalon. If you haven't already, consider subscribing. We are
Robots
going through
defeat kaiju.
Robots defeat kaijus. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share us with your friends. With that, Pat, what's good about Godzilla versus Megalon?
You know, they took a swing out there. Like, it is not a premise that they've completely covered before.
Yeah, they added robots.
Yes.
That is like one of the sci-fi things they haven't done. They've had aliens, they've had pollution, they've had different like environmental things. They've had dinosaurs.
They've had multiple aliens.
They have multiple aliens. They've had multiple dinosaurs. They have nuclear energies. They have radiations. Yeah. They have laser cannons and
they made a robot.
Now they have a robot.
They made Jet Jaguar.
They made Jet Jaguar, a giant robot
that has a Green Goblin face.
Yeah. I don't think that there's ever going to be another theme of Godzilla fighting some kind of giant kaiju-sized robot.
With a Jet Jaguar. He doesn't fight Jet Jaguar.
No, he doesn't.
He partners with Jet Jaguar.
Well, he does, but I'm just saying in the future. Yeah. There's not some kind of mechanized Godzilla coming in the future.
Like a Mechazilla.
Like... Okay, so the good being, like, they've added robots?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar is pretty cool. It's not just a sick name. It's
Yeah.
a pretty sick character, actually. He's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Very 70s, but he's very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Jet Jaguar, actually. It's a weird thing. It's just like, Jet Jaguar. his flight sequence of just...
Yeah, he's just flying, and it's like his little like feet are like raised perfectly, and
he does.
Well, and he flies like this.
Yeah, he just
it's
goes.
Not even this. It's
yeah. He goes every time he's about to fly, and then just straight up, no propulsion.
He flies.
Just levitates off.
Flies away. Jet Jaguar is pretty cool.
And so he has like a 0 turn radius while he's flying too. It's impressive.
He doesn't turn on a dime though. When he needs to turn around, it's always he does like that.
He has like a
well, if he pivots like this.
Yeah.
But if he's flying and he turns around, it is like
yeah. Like he has a 0 pivot. Like that's impressive for flight.
I mean, the fact he stopped midair.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah. Just. Yeah.
Okay. Good. I would say like I like the fact that they added like a new ally to Godzilla. As much as I like Igiosaurus, I think he's a really cool character design, stuff like that. It is just very clearly not easy to do in the time frame.
Oh yeah.
Because it's very clunky. It's hard to get him to really seem extremely helpful. Very slow moving. And also even Rodon. Even Rodon is not the greatest help because when he's not flying, he's just
flat.
He's just flapping his wings.
Yeah. I mean,
Mothra's more helpful, but she hasn't been in the last like 4 films.
And the last time she was still in pulpa form for some reason.
Yeah, she was still
larvae.
She's still a larvae. So
and then there's the 2 other ones that they brought in that have not been back.
Yeah, one of them was the bully, so they don't want to work with him.
The bully was from All Monsters Attack.
That's true. Well, and there were like 4 of them in that movie.
There's the T-Rex,
right?
And then there's the Snake Dragon.
Yeah,
that have not been back.
True. Well, they were only really in 1 movie, and then like hinted at again, but they never show up on screen. But anyway, I do like the fact like caveat, like hopping on top of that, like not just Jet Jaguar being cool in general. I liked the fact that they added another ally that could fight, and it was very easy to have them actually do a lot of different action scenes. Oh yeah. So the kaiju fights actually are a little bit quicker. They're a little bit more physical. Oh yeah. And it is like Godzilla actually has a equal ally for this really intense fighting scene. So I would say that the fights are good.
Fights are good.
Yeah. How about bad?
It got campy again. Like they got like.
Well, even Gigan was kind of campy, but
not as campy as this though.
No, it wasn't. You're right. It's gotten campy.
Its campiness has gone up. Like it went up and then it went back down.
Yeah.
Like to a more acceptable level. And now it's like here it's just like camp it up.
Yeah, it was just like super, like it was like actual horror, a little campy but still horror. And then it was just like then you had King Kong, which is straight camp.
Yeah. And
then it was just like, well, actually, okay, so camp will go up for camp. And it was like straight camp. And then it like held steady doing this for a bit. And then the turd showed up and it broke through the ceiling of camp. And then it was just like, yo, bro, Godzilla versus Hedorah. That is not campy. And that's like terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, wow, that's a dark film.
Yeah.
And then it was just like, okay, we're going to bring it back a little bit because it doesn't need to be that dark. But now it's just like, yo, bro, the camp is where it's at.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of campers here at Toho Incorporated. Yeah.
It could have gone a little less campy, I think.
Definitely. It definitely could have.
Yeah.
It's fun campy, but it is still like, even compared to Gigan, it is a bit campier. Yeah. Bad. I would say that they really didn't do well with the Seatopia. Did I say it right?
Yeah, Seatopia.
Okay. They didn't do well with the Seatopia whole thing. That's like very confusing. You have a 3 million year old society that's under the earth that is suddenly coming out to destroy the Earthlings because they have nuclear weapons.
It's under the ocean.
Sorry, under the ocean. Well, it's still like crust.
It's on the ocean's floor. It's not under it. It's literally just on the ocean floor in a oxygen dome.
Okay. So Atlantis.
Pretty much.
So they don't really explain much with that whole civilization stuff. Like, who is this Megalon? Megalon? I don't know why I'm forgetting these names, but it's like they don't really explain much about like where Megalon's coming from. What is the actual ultimate goal of Seatopia? And it is just like this whole arc didn't make too terrible much sense, but at least they had good fighting, and you have a big bad, and there's that. And you also kind of establish that, they could come back in the future.
Dun, dun, dun.
But I would just say that I think the villains weren't handled very well, so it was kind of bad.
Yeah.
How about ugly? What's the thing that you would actually warn somebody about when it comes to this movie?
I mean, there's not really a lot of ugly to it. It's just
campy.
Yeah.
It's campy. I will die on this hill, though. Anytime that this comes up, I will say it's the ugly. The music. It's ugly. It just is. Anytime that it happens, I'm just like, okay, you just kind of ruined this for me. Why do you introduce Godzilla with the trombones and the Western music like he's the sheriff sauntering into the little podunk Western town of Tokyo, Japan? Like, why do you do that? Especially when even Gigan, and I praised it. Remember, like Gigan, like Hedorah didn't do it. Hedorah also didn't do it, but Gigan did.
Yeah.
Where you actually have the bum 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 bum.
Yeah, like, Gigan had
like
intense music as it came in from space.
In this movie, he comes down from space. I was just talking like in general, like Godzilla versus Gigan. They did the Godzilla theme when Godzilla showed up.
Yeah.
It's not hard. and it works very well. Godzilla, even if he's supposed to be the white hat, even if he's supposed to be the sheriff, even if he's supposed to be the good guy,
he is an intimidating large creature. He is a force of nature.
Exactly. And you're already introducing him like a pro wrestler.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be honest. Whenever any of the monsters show up, they have a pro wrestler like intro.
Stance.
Oh yeah, they show up and they strut their stuff. They have their little music going on in the background. Yeah. That's literally all. That's all like pro wrestler stuff. And they even like intimidate each other, and they're like, "Come at me, bro! Come at me!" And they got their little music playing, and then you have Godzilla saunters on in with his like doing his roars and doing all this stuff, and in the background you just yeah. No, bro. Dun, 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 dun. It's not hard. You've done it before. Why do you insist that the theming of Godzilla is cheesy western and surfer? Why? But seriously, I will die on that hill. It is getting to the point where it's just frustrating. It's ugly. The music's awful.
Yeah, it does not match.
It doesn't match. Like as good as the theme for Jet Jaguar is, and it's just cheesy but fun.
Punch.
The fact that punch is actually like lyrics. It's bad. It's good. Like it's badass. But yeah, the fact that you have and it's derpy.
Yeah,
it's derpy music. You have this like giant intimidating lizard monster thing, but you can't give him.
They even did a refresh on him.
Yeah,
like they made
the
him
suit's
cleaner.
Even greater. Like
the suit's better. They like made his eyes better. They made his
teeth are better. His mouth.
Teeth are better. His claws are like silver. His
back scales are silver now.
Yeah.
He looks great. Like when he showed up on screen, I'm like, that is a good
Dang, who that? What you number?
How you doing, Godzilla? You want to come by my house later?
How you doing?
Please don't come by my house later, okay? I don't want you to destroy it.
I come by your place, Monster Island?
Monster Island, that's what I'll be there. But yeah, it's like even though like you've upped his look, you've upped his fighting, you've upped his agilities and things like that.
Yeah.
You do like obviously have like the super iconic at this point flying on his tail kick that he does.
Yeah.
Which is cheesy. It's funny anytime it happens. But I can even forgive that. But really he has this derpy music when he shows up. It's just like, okay, so Godzilla is supposed to be the good guy. He's supposed to be what everybody looks forward to, but he's not a clown.
No.
And it feels like whenever he comes on screen, it's like, okay, you purposely want him to be less intimidating, but he's supposed to be like the enforcer and the protector of mankind.
Yeah.
Give him his theme song. He has a great theme song. Why aren't you using it?
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think I rant about that literally every single video, but it's ugly. I hate it. I hate it.
Half of them.
Well,
only the ones that don't do it.
Well, because then it becomes my iconic. When they don't do it. When they don't do it, it's my iconic.
Yep.
I'm just like, finally, they got the music right. And then the next one, they're just like, hold up. Hold my sake.
On the mention of iconic.
Oh, yeah, on the mention of the iconic. What's iconic?
Jet Jaguar.
He's good and iconic.
Yeah.
He's fun. It's a fun addition.
He's a robot that can force himself to grow 10 times his size by pure determination.
He's the envy of mankind.
Robot made by man, protector of the earth, Jet Jaguar. Punch, punch, punch.
He's cool. Like he is like the best part of this movie too.
Yeah.
Like anytime he shows up, it's like, is that a robot? Like the first scene he shows up, is that a robot?
Yep.
And there he is. He's a robot.
Yeah.
You gonna fight? You gonna fight things?
He's just like, they never explain why he's making them.
No, they never explain his purpose.
Yeah.
ever.
They're just like, I'm making a robot.
And
I finished him. I'm gonna name him Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, and he has this like super cool name. What's his name? Goro, the inventor. His name's Goro. Yeah, it's like, my name's Goro. What did you name your robot, Goro? Jet Jaguar. Because I can't get the ladies, but my robot can.
Jet Jaguar serves.
He grows 10 times the size of pure determination. Somebody named Jet Jaguar would have that superpower.
Yeah, Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar. It's like a gamer tag, too.
Yeah.
Somebody walks into a room, introduces himself as Jet Jaguar. You're just like, damn, you can grow 10 times your size from sheer determination. You're just oozing testosterone.
You can make yourself a sentient robot.
And then make yourself a subservient robot when you go back.
But don't worry, if something bad happens, you can become sentient again on your own.
And grow. Fight monsters for us, Jet Jaguar, please. Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar.
Jet Jaguar Esquire.
Like I said, it's Jet Jaguar. Like,
Jet Jaguar.
How is he not iconic? We just been on. Let's be like.
He is very iconic. I have to agree. He's good. He's like one of the best parts of this movie for sure. Like the fighting, Jet Jaguar, those are all like really good. Yeah. The iconic. The turd is dead. Son of Godzilla did not show up at all in this movie. Not once. And he hasn't been mentioned in 3 films. He might be dead.
He might be.
He might be gone. We might never get him again.
One can hope.
One can hope. Oh my gosh. Like, golly. Literally, the ugly in like 3 films in a row was that stupid son of Godzilla, Minila. I kid, but like I was happy that it didn't show up. Rodan did.
Yeah.
And so did Igiosaurus.
Yeah.
They weren't in the film outside of that. So it's like there are monsters on Monster Island.
Yeah.
And it's the same monsters. But we didn't see Minila, so maybe he's gone. Maybe. Maybe this new Godzilla is Minila. He is silver. He has silver on his back now and silver claws. Minila was silver-ish. He was like gray. He was like, was he brown? I thought he was like brown. I thought he was like gray silver.
No, he was brown.
Maybe I'm thinking of when we made him out of putty.
You're thinking of when we made him out of putty.
Yeah. Even our putty monster was cooler than.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
Okay.
If you don't get that reference, you should watch the video where we talked about Son of Godzilla. Was that Son of Godzilla that we did that one?
I can't remember.
It was either that or All Monsters Attack. Those are like the two.
It might have been All Monsters Attack.
Those are the 2 he's really heavily featured in. Anyway, as far as iconic, I think the fact that we have talked about Jet Jaguar, he's the best part of the film. It's cheesy, it's campy, it's fun though. And it's fun because of Jet Jaguars, this ridiculous monster fighting robot.
That might not even be his original purpose.
We don't even know his original purpose. We don't even know, like, why is he made? Why is he shaped the way he is? Nope. Yep. And then he has, like, super scanning light vision that he never uses again.
Yeah.
You know, it probably would have been helpful, like, while
he
you're
has,
getting
antennas. Like,
yeah, he has antennas.
Like, come out when he's flying and then just go. He puts them away.
Hey man, that's how he keeps that's how he keeps all the bad thoughts away. That's his tinfoil. Yeah, save yourself, man. You gotta save yourself. I don't know. Like, Jet Jaguar, man. He's iconic. He's the best part of the film.
Yeah.
The only other thing that might be more iconic is the fact that he does the tail flying jump twice.
True.
Like that would be what everybody talks about at the very least. That's the clip.
2 fly kicks.
2 fly kicks on the tail.
As Jet Jaguar holds his arms behind him.
Yeah, as he holds, he did it to
Megalon.
Yeah, he held Megalon's arms behind his back. Godzilla even walked up and, I was like, oh, he's piecing out. And it's like, no, I'm gonna kick him. I'm gonna kick him twice.
Yeah.
And only twice. Oh, man. All right. Pat, let's say that Chief Executive Officer Toho, CEO of Toho Incorporated, the people that make your beloved Godzilla movies, let's say that he approached you and he wanted you to make this film for a modern audience. How would you modernize this movie? What themes and things like that do you think would carry over?
I can see the robot.
Oh, yeah.
I can't see him growing, but I can see, like, more like
making a Jaeger, like
Jaeger.
Pacific Rim.
Yep, I was like Jaeger, Pacific Rim, kind of
Yeah.
like.
No, when they first showed him, I thought like, oh, they're making a prototype and they're going to make a bigger.
Yeah.
Well, that's because who could have seen he gained sentience and grew from sheer determination and will. Who sees that coming?
I didn't.
I didn't. I don't. Megalon certainly didn't.
Yeah. Megalon was just like, what the?
Suddenly there's a giant robot.
Yeah. Yeah, but like, I see like a Jaeger thing. Like, they're just like, we can't just keep calling on Godzilla to help us fight against these space invaders or other hostile kaiju that are appearing.
Yeah.
I could see carrying Seatopia into it. And it would probably be more along the pollution. Seatopia, as being in the seabed, they get tired of the human pollution that is flooding the ocean floor.
You could also go with like maybe some like deep sea oil drilling.
Deep sea oil drilling. Yeah.
You could do underwater nuclear testing. It's not as common anymore, but I'm sure that it does happen. Well,
No,
actually, no. I don't know if they do because they've tested it pretty much.
Yeah.
You have no idea what Russia.
I mean, it could be like a
no.
It could be like a new deep sea telecom line.
Well, you see, what actually caused Seatopia to become angry with us was we sent a submarine down to explore the wreckage of the Titanic, and they're the ones that caused the fault to make it implode. Because they smelled the money. They smelled the millionaires and the billionaires. They're the ones that are sending the orcas to sink the yachts. We're getting too close. The rich billionaires are getting too close to Seatopia. Socialist stronghold.
You getting us into Ocean Gate?
Ocean Gate.
No, like but just like something that would disturb like the deep sea, like a transatlantic or Pacific telecommunication cables.
Yeah, there's lots of stuff. Just,
and
something on the seafloor unearthed something.
Or like deep sea excavations.
Okay.
Something along those lines. And Seatopia not having it. I don't see them. I wouldn't have them take the robot, the Jaegers.
Yeah,
There's no point for them to steal our technology.
I would say that if they're going to release a monster, that monster is sentient enough. It should be able to do the directive by itself. It shouldn't need a robot to fly it.
I could see it being a biomechanical creature.
If they have an advanced technology, there's no reason that it should be a cockroach beetle thing.
Yeah, I could see it. Like, they used that form because beetles are known to be great. Beetles make great tunnels.
Yeah, they burrow.
So they made a biomechanical machine that they were using that they used to build. They built their base down there and they just had it in storage.
Well, I mean, they didn't necessarily have to build it because it was already down there when there was that expedition down into their lost city in the 19 teens with the giant drill machine that was run by the French dude that smelled of dirt and Milo Thatch.
We go into Atlantis.
Is Seatopia not Atlantis?
Seatopia is not Atlantis.
And do not tell me that a beetle that has giant drills on its hands would not be the result of them leaving that drill down there. Everything is eventually owned by Disney. We just have to accept it at this point.
Okay,
we can tie in
Atlantis. Okay, let me.
That's the inciting incident.
When they originally built their society underwater,
yeah,
they used the biomechanical beetles that they engineered to create their subterranean areas. Because sure, you can have like some of it on the seafloor, but if you want to contain the size of your oxygen dome, which would still be very hard and impressive even with advanced technology.
Well, what they talked about was
because of sea pressure.
Well, they said that they had invented their own false sun.
Yeah.
In order to create plants, and the plants created the oxygen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like they still had to make a dome down there.
Well, yeah, of course, yeah.
So like you don't want to lose your space that you're using for oxygen production on the surface. So you're building subterranean housing.
Okay.
You're expanding your space subterranean for housing and your works. So you need something to do that. So they have a biomechanical engineered beetle machine that they use. Maybe they don't really need it anymore, but they realize, this is an advanced technology. We don't really have war, because
right, you're taking all of your technology specifically for that.
Yeah. So why not use our machine for creation, for destruction?
Well, especially if you want to rid the surface of the earth, the surface dwellers, right? Yeah. It makes sense, and also just we can assume that these people are probably human, right? They just went down millions of years ago.
Yeah.
So you're saying that they're just kind of getting sick of like the surface dwellers coming down and disturbing their peace, so they're using what they had as like a robotic defender thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not, because Megalon, it could still be called Megalon because it would be like its product Megalon or their project Megalon.
Yeah.
So they unleash it on the surface world. They're able to actually control it then.
Right.
And it could still fight the Jaeger, and you can still bring Godzilla in with it.
Right. Then you get both. You get Jet Jaguar.
Yeah, you get, which would totally be a Jaeger name.
Oh, 100%. No, like 100%, and it would probably be named after like an anime character.
Yeah.
Like somebody would probably be like, "Oh, what the heck are we going to call it? It's a protagonist in a monster hunting anime, Jet Jaguar."
Yeah.
And then somebody's like, "All right, it's Jet Jaguar." No, I wasn't serious. Jet Jaguar.
You can still bring Gigan in too, because like it could be another like.
Well,
they went subterranean. Another Earth population could have gone space.
Well, and another thing too is we've already had the aliens be subterranean. Yeah. They were under Mount Fuji.
Yeah.
So it's like there's not really anything that's too crazy to say like maybe it was an advanced civilization and they've been out in space.
Yeah.
But they have like a subterranean society.
Yeah.
And maybe we just scratched the surface when we're like, because think about it, the infrastructure that you would need to have a secret base under Mount Fuji.
Oh yeah.
Of course they're connected to an advanced civilization that's under the ocean.
Yeah.
Because they're already subterranean and they've already sent people out into space. They're just humans, but they're humans who have been around for 3 million years.
Yeah, they have been far. They have gone to different worlds that have caused them to evolve in different directions.
Mm-hmm.
But they still trace back to a human ancestry.
Absolutely. Well, and the thing too is we have the benefit of hindsight 2020, so we can even spend time in earlier films kind of hinting at and establishing that this Seatopia exists and they're actually the people who are kind of behind everything. Well, not like everything, but I'm talking like the specific events of like Gigan, even King Ghidorah.
Yeah.
and a couple of the other kaiju that show up, like most of the villainous kaiju.
Yeah.
You could go and say, like, if you're going to do that kind of universe.
Yeah.
Because at this point, the original Godzilla movie kind of stands alone on its own.
Yeah.
Because Godzilla, the original movie, is not a kaiju movie. It's a movie about the horrors of nuclear war.
Yeah.
And the horrors of nuclear testing. That's the thing. It's like it's warning us of the inevitable destruction that nuclear testing is going to bring about. So at this point, if you're going to have like a Godzilla universe, establishing that there's a subterranean organization like Seatopia that has gone into space that are getting sick of the Earthlings on the surface.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And maybe they're just a little bit out of touch and they're kind of starting to come around to the fact that, oh, there are people alive on the surface. They're starting to come down and they're starting to bother us.
Yeah.
We need to try to find ways to
get rid of them.
And we can share our resources with our other colonies of advanced humans out in space.
Yeah.
So you could probably, it's going to be extremely complicated, but it's a kaiju monster fighting movie. Make it complicated. It's literally a live action anime.
Pretty much.
Right? You can kind of get away with a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think that's a good modern. I don't know if I have anything that I would really add. Obviously, I've been jumping in and back and forth, but I really like a lot of what you're getting at. I think that would work very well. I don't know about necessarily like a movie, but I think
as a series,
like an animated series, that would be sick. I would watch that, like a whole animated series of Godzilla versus the Setopians.
Yeah, and
that's what you would kind of call it. But
yeah, I mean, like Seatopia is their capital. They could be, but like they're the Lumerians, because that's the continent that sunk.
You're right. Yeah, the Lumerians,
But the continent sinking on their own, they sunk it. Like they decided to sink it because it could be like there's a war, the Lumerians survived, but the surface world was too ravaged for them to survive. Their off-world colonies were also surviving, and they were able to still communicate.
Yeah.
So they sink their continent and go into a stasis, kinda.
With their little rock forms.
Not not really, not like a stasis, but like they go into a protected.
They protect themselves and they kind of insulate.
Yeah, but they didn't realize that there's like the undesirable cast that survived on the surface, which led to the re-evolution and repopulation of Earth.
That makes sense, because then you're talking about relatively intelligent life reestablishing itself without the modern technologies and without the means to remember the modern technologies.
Yeah, without knowing that there are off-world colonies. So when those off-world colonies do reappear on Earth, they are not relatives, they are aliens.
Yeah. Okay. Fund it. Make it happen. Our beloved Godzilla animated series.
Yep.
Godzilla versus the Lumerians.
Yep.
Fund it, please. If you have that ability, please do. But what you do have the ability to do is like this video if you haven't already. If you do like this video, if you like what we're talking about and all of the different topics and things like that we hit, be sure to like. Otherwise, comment below. Let us know your thoughts about even like our little discussion here, if you had anything to add or things that you liked about it, or just thoughts about Godzilla, the series that we're doing, or this movie specifically in general. We love having your guys' comments below. Otherwise, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. We do Godzilla once a month, but Pat and I, we are also watching different horror films. But don't worry, they're nothing too radical or crazy. We just are wrapping up The Evil Dead.
Yep.
I think that wraps up this month that it's going to release. And then we're going to be starting a series on Leprechaun. So be sure to have your eyes peeled for that. Otherwise, our other host friend, DJ, and I do the Universal Monsters, and we're wrapping up Mel Brooks, and then we're going to be starting on a series following the Muppet films. So if any of those things interest you, this channel will interest you. So be sure to subscribe, share us with your friends. Any final thoughts, Pat?
You're not getting me Lucky Charms.
Well done. Well done, Pat.
We're doing Leprechaun.
That's true. It's true. Fair enough.
Yeah. It's a time forward, not a time back.
Ooh, we're looking into the future. It's a call forward. Anyway, thanks guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye-bye.